Hello everyone, this is more of a breaking news video, and this is news I'm very, very excited to share with you all guys. Band-Maid is doing a world tour, and I'm just super excited. This was something that it wasn't a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when, and I was just like very eagerly waiting for the announcement, and to have it like about 4 days before my birthday is really exciting. It's kind of like an early birthday gift for me. But I'm actually really hoping I can make it to the Band-Maid dates. And the band I was super excited that's doing a world tour is the Gazette, but sadly I won't be able to make it to New York dates. I was fighting tooth and nail for that, for to make it there, but it just seems like the chips aren't going to fall, unfortunately. But can't control everything. Sadly, and let's get into the actual news of this. So, with the world tour, they announced 4 dates. All of them are European. This was from the announcement that I read on Twitter. I read it earlier this morning, but have not read the official article or statement, if you will, from the band's website, which I'm about to in a moment. I'll read it live for you guys, and I'll just give my thoughts on it. But the thing with a lot of world tours with Japanese bands is when it comes to the US, they'll do 3 dates. They'll do one in New York, one in a California city, which is usually San Francisco or Los Angeles, and then a Dallas city. A Texas city, either Dallas or Austin. Excuse me. There's a few exceptions though, but that's generally been the common rule with their world tours, especially if you're a one-man show, which I'm assuming that all these concerts that are on this tour are going to be one-man shows too. That's just the tradition of a lot of Japanese bands that seem to get traction out here are the ones that do the one-man shows, which is definitely, I think it's going to be a lot different for a few Western audiences who are used to headliners, openers, and that kind of stuff. So it's definitely going to be a change of pace when you have a band performing for 2 hours straight, which is not a bad thing, and it's something I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them live when they come near me, and I'm super, super excited. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the news here. Band-Maid World Tour 2019. We start World Tour. First, we'll go to Europe countries. Please check it. On June 22nd, they're going to London. On June 23rd, they're going to Paris. On June 24th, they're going to Bushim. And then on June 26th, they're going to Hamburg. Those are the cities in Europe they're going to. So as to be expected, there are not too many dates, but it's a start. Let's see here. And then as far as tickets and prices, London, the VIP is £70, the balcony view is £35, and then general admission is £30. Paris, the VIP is €70. The general admission is €30, so there isn't a balcony view for that venue. Sorry, I had to take a sip there. Both Busham and Hamburg, the VIP is €70, and then the general admission is $30, just like Paris. And the pre-sales start on next Friday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. at German time, which is JST. Alright, so now they're going to tell us what the VIP contact is. Early get-in for VIP only, as to be expected. Early merchandise and booth access. Excuse me. Great. Oh, and then this is I think the selling point for a lot of VIPs, which is really cool, is the meet and greet with Band-Maid, an exclusive signed poster from Band-Maid, which is only available for VIP guests. Which, that alone is honestly worth the price of VIP, especially if you're someone who is a huge fan of them. it's definitely worth your money, especially since I actually do think that these, I don't know how much it's going to be when they go to the US, but I'd imagine it's actually fairly cheap for a concert. So I do think VIP would definitely be worth it, knowing the pricing of the Gazette's VIP going off their world tour and kind of comparing that to this. The general admission for that was around $60, and then VIP was around $110, which is really cheap by American concert standards, trust me. And then, of course, it comes to concert admission. Next, we will go to USA and more. Please wait. So, and more. USA, maybe Canada, Mexico is a given. See here. I guess if they're going to count Asia countries too, and that world tour would make sense. China, Korea, Thailand, etc. Just a bunch of places. And we are partnering with Live Nation, the huge global promoter that manages acts like Madonna and Lady Gaga. We would like to be teaming up with the global promoter Live Nation in a movie fitting for 2019's Upheaval tag. Live Nation, who Band-Maid have partnered with, work with over 2,000 acts, including Madonna, Lady Gaga, Jay-Z, and Nickelback, and organize 20,000 concerts a year, making them one of the largest entertainment companies in the world. So they are a huge group, which leads me to change which adds a little bit of a more options what this world tour could be. Like, there could be parts of it where they're actually an opening act for another band. That is definitely a possibility. Or where they bring another band with them. I do see that as also another strong possibility on this world tour. Definitely something to keep an eye out for. I know for a lot of Japanese music fans, like people who listen exclusively to Japanese music, that's kind of going to come out left field. But in America, at least in the West, it's super common, to have an opening act or a concert with like 3 different artists that goes for 3 hours. And now these are statements from the band about Live Nation. Miku says, for us who have World Domination our sights, being able to team up with such a wonderful promoter as Live Nation is really reassuring and makes me so happy. Masters and Princesses around the world, I'll be giving you everything I've got to bring even more amazing concerts to y'all. So she's definitely really enthusiastic about this, as to be expected. Saki is, her response or comment is, I'm really surprised Band-Maid were able to partner with Live Nation. I'm so happy. We want to try our hardest to hold even more concerts around the world. So definitely seems like they're this is something that I guess, I don't know how it surprised her. Maybe it happened sooner than it did. Maybe she's surprised it happened at all. Because that does happen, when you're an artist and you're just like suddenly like getting traction, blowing up like Band-Maid is doing right now, where you're just like, oh wow, I can't believe, all this stuff is happening. It's like, it just seems like all the chips are falling in the right place. All the dominoes, are lined up perfectly. It's just, and when it happens, I would imagine it is probably one of the best feelings you can have within the music industry. Konami says, I'm so excited we've now been able to partner with Live Nation. We will try our best not to be outdone by all the artists that are already there. I hope we can have fun trying to best achieve world domination. So this is cool. Pretty much, even with all the big names that were listed earlier that she's not going to get, she's not going to feel intimidated by, like, oh man, this artist was there, so I got to be, holding themselves to that standard. They're going to make their own standard, which is something that I'm really excited about. Akane said, "This time we have partnered with Live Nation. I'm overjoyed. I'll be giving that everything so Band-Maid can make the next step forward. Thank you all very much." I'm very interested to think about what their next step forward is, which is something I might talk about a little bit next. Because yeah, it's definitely been an interesting time since Domination came out. They've released quite a few singles and then they released a sort of April Fool's Band-Maid album, which I'm going to be which I'll review after I complete the Band-Maid ones, because that's kind of interesting, where it's technically like remixed versions of Band-Maid songs. So yeah, there are definitely a lot of interesting stuff going on with Band-Maid recently. And also, I'm looking forward to that next step. Misa said, "It's an honor to be able to team up with Live Nation. We will be working hard for the opportunity to play festivals overseas in the near future. Also, I want to drink good steak with everyone." As to be expected from her, mentioning alcohol. For those who don't know, that's kind of her thing. Is she loves her alcohol. Anyways, with that, I guess that also means that at least that festivals are in their mind. There's a lot of really good festivals that would be great for Band-Maid to perform at, depending on what kind of festivals they would perform at. They can form at like the casual ones. I'm not too inclined with festival names. But I do know of a few, like Download, which I think that one passed. There's Rock AM Ring, which I think changed their name, etc. There's festivals that I would definitely think that and look forward to Band-Maid being a part of, because it would definitely expand their audience more there and gain them new fans. And continue that Domination. I don't know if any other Japanese bands actually team up with Live Nation. This actually kind of changes things a little bit. As far as if they were to do a few dates where it's just like a solo band, and then they do dates where they're touring with another artist, then that's pretty cool too. As far as artists that they tour with, I can see a very high possibility of it being, if I had to pick two artists that I think they would be touring with, I think it would be Skillet or Korn. The reason I'm picking those two, even though those are drastically different from Band-Maid, kind of, is the fact that both those bands have new albums coming out, and they're probably in Band-Maid. I could see them bringing a band like Band-Maid as an opening act, because both Skillet and Korn actually brought Baby Metal on as opening acts. So I'm kind of basing it off that, and also kind of biased because I think that would be a really, really cool concert to go to. But regardless, I'm super excited about this. I want to know what you guys think about this announcement, how you guys are feeling, and how quickly you think those tickets are going to sell out. And as far as real quickly, what I was talking about earlier with the future, one thing that's really interesting is if the world tour is, depending on the length of the world tour, this could be the first time in the band's history where they don't have a full-length studio album in a year. Because the trend has been with the band is every single year they release a full-length album, and 2019 could be the first time they don't, which, I could be completely fine with, because it's very hard to keep that momentum, especially with the consistency and amazing sound that Band-Maid has been building up since, just getting better and better with each album. So it definitely creates a little, I think, breathing room for them, especially since they're doing a lot of touring now, obviously with this announcement. I definitely am looking forward to seeing them, and I want to hear your thoughts on this tour. Obviously, like I said earlier, what do you think? How long do you think it's going to take for tickets to be sold out? Because all the VIP tour tickets were sold out nearly an hour after those dates sales became available, and I'm just really excited, and I am just eagerly awaiting the announcement of the U.S. tour dates, and I hope you all have an amazing day, and thank you so much for watching.